What's up, everybody? So today's video request is going to be about, people in need for help, whether it's, a whole bunch of things, therapy, mental help, shit like that, physical therapy. It all costs money. Like, think about it. You're feeling a certain type of way. You're feeling, let's say, depressed. You're feeling anxiety. You're feeling like you just feel like the walls are literally caving in on you, like closing in on you. And you want to talk to someone to try to possibly, see if they could help give you advice, help make you feel better if possible. But yet you got to pay an arm and a leg unless you have insurance. But either way, you're paying just to get help, to get advice. This is where it comes where people like me that make these videos, like, it's a lot of people say it's therapeutic, and the beautiful thing is you're not paying to hear what I have to say. You're just hearing it for free. You're just clicking on a video, and basically what I'm saying makes people relate and understand, that they're not alone in whatever situation. What I'm trying to say is it's like I'm a therapist without charging people, without me collecting your money just to tell you some pointless fucking advice. Which I'm not trying to give pointless advice, but that's the funny thing. They give the majority of the time they tell you stupid shit that you already know ain't gonna help you. It's just makes you worse. Like, you already know what's bothering you, and then they're just trying to push you into that step even more. And it's not gonna cure you really in any way, form. And then they'll start forcing medication, possibly, or maybe try this, it'll make you feel better. It's all about making money. The visit, money. Getting the medication, money. It's all it really is. This is why I find therapy, I mean, I'm not saying it's always meaningless, but the majority of the time, I feel it's just a waste of time. You're just going broke for it, 9 out of 10 times, there's nothing really wrong with you. But, for example, how we think, how I see the way life is, it's just common sense. I don't find anything wrong with me. It's just how I see it. But a lot of people that have this type of, mindset, to other people, they think we're crazy, and then they might force us to go seek help and shit like that. And then the therapist will feed lies saying it's not the right way of thinking. Here, maybe try this, or maybe change your ways of thinking this certain way. It's not normal to be depressed this way, blah, blah, blah. All this bullshit. And at the end of the day, you're not really getting any treatment. They're getting pay. And the thing is, you don't really need treatment in that way because there's nothing really wrong with you. You just see for what life is. You just see for what life is. And whether there is something wrong with you or not, 9 out of 10 of times, you're going, and a lot of people say, I'm just wasting my time here. I mean, I'm telling this person this, that. I'm literally paying an arm and a leg just to have this stupid conversation. It's like when you're in need for help, and then just knowing you got to spend money just makes the feeling even worse. I mean, at least that's how I look at it as. I mean, you're in a certain situation where sometimes, let's say, for example, somebody's struggling really bad financially. And then you get some people to say, well, maybe go see a therapist. They could help tell you what to maybe do, whatever the hell. But yet, I'm struggling financially. Now I got to go see a therapist. I'm just spending more on a therapist now that I already barely have any to afford. I don't have 2 nickels to rub together, let's say. But yeah, go see a therapist. They'll help you out. Yeah, I'm going to go even more broke. It's like college almost, Yeah, go get some point to get that education. Well, I most likely went in debt now from doing that, It's all just a gimmick, man. Life's all just a fucking gimmick. It's all just a money evil scheme gimmick, which I'm sure we already all know that. I mean, if not, it's pretty sad how we don't know that. But, it's nothing new there. It's just the same, stale shit. It's like having insurance in a way. It's really no different. I mean, you have insurance. You don't have to pay as much. Maybe you don't have to pay at all. Depends on wherever you go. Now, I'm not talking about therapy-wise. I'm just talking about, like, doctor visits, shit like that. Maybe there's a little copay that you got to pay or whatever the hell. But if you don't have insurance, you got to pay an arm and a leg. But either way, you're paying an arm and a leg just to have the insurance. You know what I mean? So it's like either way, you're really just losing the battle. Only if you don't have insurance and you don't go see a doctor at all, then you're really saving money. But of course, then you don't know what your health state is because you're not going to visit a doctor. And if you do go and visit a doctor, you got to pay an arm and a leg. But if you have insurance, you don't have to pay an arm and a leg, but you may have to pay an arm and a leg every month just to have the insurance. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, you're twisted either fucking way, you know? It's all just a gimmick. This is where I'm trying to put it all as, like, life's just a gimmick. You think you're saving, you think you're winning somehow, when you're really not. You know, you're really not. Now, I'm not saying don't have insurance, things like that. I'm not saying don't get insurance. You know, I'm not trying to say that, but I'm just saying it's like, whether you do or don't, in a way, you're still just paying money regardless, you know? I feel like everything that I'm saying in the video is more useful than what therapists actually say themselves, you know? And plus, you're not paying to hear what I have to say. You're watching it for absolutely no price whatsoever. You know, these fucking, they tell you useless shit, man. Just, you know, try breathing exercises, write a journal, you know, write how many days out of the week that you felt this symptom of anxiety or depression or whatever. This is what they used to tell me, or whatever the hell. You know, meanwhile, these are things I already know. And what is that really going to solve? I just want to get rid of the damn anxiety. But the truth is, there's no way of getting rid of the anxiety. They tell you to do these stupid little things, do breathing in and out. And maybe it helps to some extent, but these are things we already know. We got to pay just for some, you know, what I'm trying to say is we got to pay someone to tell us do some breathing or write a journal or, you know, whatever. We're literally paying somebody to tell us these things when here I am, could just tell you to do these things for absolutely no price whatsoever. Now, I try breathing, shit don't do shit for me. Now, I'm not saying that's the case with everyone. Maybe some people breathing does help. I mean, we're all breathing regardless, right? But, you know, these are the useless things that they're saying. And I'm saying to myself, I'm paying for somebody to tell me these stupid little fucking things. Hey, yo, keep a journal. Hey, yo, breathe, you know, try your breathing exercises, you know. Come on, man. This is what we're paying for. It's just a complete joke when you think about it. It's just about them making money off you. Whether you get better or not, doesn't matter. They're making money. That's it. And I say to myself, how could I get better when I know I'm losing money? Like, I feel a certain way, and just knowing I'm losing money every week or however often you see a session with your therapist, it just makes you feel worse knowing, like, I'm losing more money, more, you know, I mean, it's fucking crazy, man. I mean, that's how I look at it. It's bullshit. I just find it useless. And then they already try to force you on medication and shit like that, and you got to pay for that. It's all just the gimmick, obviously. It's all just a fucking gimmick. Hey, man, I'm going to help you get past your anxiety and shit. Yeah. I want you to do some breathing. Wait. Before I tell you this advice, I want you to pay me about 150 whatever per session. Before I tell you this just useless advice that may or may not even work, but who cares if it works or not? Either way, just for me telling you it, whether it does anything to you or not, I'm getting paid for it, yo. Sometimes how I look at it as, when we know the truth, we want other people to tell us exactly how they feel. What I'm trying to say by that is, I see life a certain way, and then when somebody else sees life the same way as you, we relate. It feels therapeutic that we're not alone. When you get somebody that says, oh, there's something wrong with you, right there, you feel terrible, because you just feel like an outcast. You feel alone. You feel like, you know, no one else gets me. No one else understands what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling. And this is where it feeds lies into our heads that, you know, manipulation, where you should go see a therapist. And then same thing with them. They'll tell you these fake lies when there's nothing wrong with us. We just see for what life is, you know. Just like how I look at it as marriage counselors, you know, a relationship, you know, giving advice. I mean, these are things somebody could just give to somebody without having to pay. I mean, these are things that you're literally paying just to hear a complete stranger tell you about your marriage or whatever the fuck, which is another stupid fucking scam, in my opinion, at least. I'm not going to say it's a fact, even though it probably is a fact. I'm just going to be neutral and say it's my opinion, but, you know, it's all just bullshit, man. And we're just so desperate, and we try anything, and then we friggin' make these fuckers rich while we get drained to the bottom. We're already drained as it is, suffering from whatever problem it is, and then we got to get drained even more financially just to hear these stupid, useless, mainly useless advice from them, you know? It's just, it's sickening, man. They take poor, desperate people that are trying to do whatever it takes to get better. And I was on that road too, with anxiety and just whatever type of, illness or whatever that you're suffering that you're trying to get help. And mainly, what does it really solve, It just gets them money in their pockets. You may get better from it, you may not. Or the thing is, it's not even that you need to get better now. There's nothing wrong with you to begin with. It's just, you see for what life is. There's nothing wrong with you. It's just people think there's something wrong with you. People are trying to manipulate fool into thinking there's something wrong with you when there really isn't. You just see the whole picture, I could pretend and say life is beautiful. I could pretend and smile, but deep down I see the truth. I see the real truth. And there's nothing really anybody can do to change that. I see for what life is. Yeah, I can pretend and be like, yeah, it's beautiful, man. Yeah, what a gift. Wearing the right shirt for it too, blue. But I mean, deep down, we see the truth. And when you see something, you can't unsee it. Now, because we see it, we're crazy, we're this, we're that, we should seek help. I don't see why that's a reason. But the reason why it's all mainly that reason is because trying to make money off you. And plus, it's like they don't want you to know the truth. They want you to be as blind and dumb as possible. They just don't want you to see the truth. I don't know. They try to, what's that right word I'm trying to use? Like, they just try to fool, manipulate you into thinking this is all normal. There shouldn't be anything wrong with having to work, having to do this. I mean, I know we have to, but to see it as normal, to just see it as a good thing, I mean, that's a different story. Think of it right now, and you're working, well, I'm not going to be specific what job it is, but you're working. If an AI can take that job, they're immediately push that to happen. That's just to show you they don't care about you. You're used until you're not needed anymore. Or if you're unable to continue doing the task that you're supposed to do, they get rid of you. So here you are doing this specific job. Once artificial intelligence gets to that level of being able to do that, whatever job you're doing that they can do, you're done. You're out. You're out. Now, there was a thing where AI, I wish, would take over all jobs. But in return, what will we get out of it? This is where universal basic income should be a thing in that scenario. But who knows if that's the direction they strive. It's just, they don't care about us. It's more like we're just kicked to the curb if an AI takes over our job. We're not going to get paid anymore. We're going to have to search for another stupid job. And then whatever other stupid job we try to get, and let's say we do get, if it eventually an AI is able to do that too, same thing. So it's like it's all in the wrong direction. We could put this in possibly good hands, but instead we're putting it in the wrong hands, if that makes any type of fucking sense. It's just to show you you're not cared for. You're not appreciated. You're just a number. If you're doing a company good, they're keeping you. It doesn't mean they care about you. They're just impressed that you're keeping up with the pace, and you're important in that way. But that's the only reason why you're there. If you're unable to keep up with the pace, or if they got something that can replace you that does 10 times better, you better believe that's what's going to be. You don't think, some people think, oh, my boss would never do that. And some people's bosses could be nice people. I'm not saying all bosses are douchebags, but 9 out of 10 of them are. But what I'm trying to say is, like, a lot of people think, oh, they can't get rid of me, man. I'm special, whatever the hell. You might be right. But if something gets in the way, like an AI that can do something 10 times better than you, you're out. You're out. Or if you can't keep up with the pace anymore, let's say you develop some kind of illness that, it's hard or whatever the hell, you're taking a lot of days off or, whatever, you think the boss going to understand and say, oh, I understand, man, get some rest. He's going to say get some rest. There's going to be someone else in your shoes. There's going to be someone else taking your place like that. Yeah, get some permanent rest now. We be run to the ground until they don't need us anymore, or until we can't keep up with the system anymore, to the job or whatever the hell. That's when you're replaced. But this is a whole different topic. But it's crazy, man. And people, you know, like me, I see the whole picture. See everything I said here. A lot of people be like, man, you crazy. Why do you talk like this? Where do you come up with all these things? It's not where I'm coming up with it. It's what I'm seeing, just visualizing every fucking thing. That's what I'm doing. I'm visualizing everything. And I see for what life is. But then right away to be like, man, you and these crazy imaginations, you and these crazy theories, these stories, or whatever the hell, go seek a counselor. Go get some help. Maybe get on some antidepressants or, you know, whatever the fuck. And this is how it all pretty much starts. I'm not saying that it's always how it starts, but a lot of times, you know. And a therapist come up with stupid, you know, whatever, or try to find a job you like, or do this, or that. Well, no shit, trying to find a job you like, but what if you don't like any job? What do you say to that? Well, oh, shit. Hey, you got to pay me this, though, anyway, even though I couldn't think of what to do. You know what I mean? It's fucking crazy, man. It's just like you just got to laugh at this point, because life is a complete joke, man, when you really think about it. It is. Only thing it's not funny, though. It really isn't funny. You got to try to laugh, not to cry, you know what I mean? You got to laugh or you're going to cry. That's pretty much the joke of it, I guess. It's like, think of it like this, and I'm not saying I believe in ghosts and shit, but let's say your house is haunted. What are you going to go to? Therapy? What could they do for you if your house is haunted? They'll think you're just crazy or whatever the hell. Maybe you got schizophrenic or you know, you're hallucinating. You just, who knows, or whatever the hell. Meanwhile, let's say your house is legit haunted. What are they going to possibly do? They're not magic where they're going to make the spirit go away. But boy, they'll still be charging you for it just for the session. And then at the end of the day, you're going back home to a haunted house with a bad ghost. Ooh, you know, trying to make a little joke, but it's the truth. That's what I'm trying to put it as an example. Like, you know, at the end of the day, whether you get cured or not, they're getting paid. And there's a lot of things that I can probably say that help a lot of people. And the beautiful thing about that is they're not getting charged for it. And maybe, just maybe, I'm helping some people cope better. At least I hope I am. I mean, I'm trying, you know. You guys help me. In return, I like to try to help you. You know, it's like a community. I like it to work both ways. One hand washes the other. You know what I mean? That's how I like it to be. You're washing my hands, and I want to wash your hands. But, and the beautiful thing is, I'm not charging you guys for it, you know. I mean, it's truly just downright fucking evil when you really think about it, man. I mean, it's like every little thing you pay. Physical therapy, you know, it's like people that, you know, go to certain operations, or maybe they were in a certain accident where they can't move, you know, their arm a certain way, or maybe their back is hunched, or whatever circumstance that they're in, and they got to pay just to, you know, try to get back, you know. And I'm not saying physical therapy is useless. It definitely helps a lot of people, but it's just crazy how we got to pay for all this. It's just every little thing is money. You know, then you say to some people, why didn't you go to physical therapy, man? They could have helped you wonders. Maybe not everyone has the money to do so. That's the thing. It's like we always know the answer when we don't know. Why don't you go to physical therapy? Why don't you do this? Or maybe because the poor person can't afford it. You know, there should be options for people like that. You know, it's just an unfair world, man. Every little thing is money. They only care about you if you have this. They don't care about you. That's the meaning of it. They don't care about you. They only care of what you have. And if you have it, all right, yeah, let's try to get you walking again, buddy. You're going to be walking in no time. All right, this is what you do, man. You know, same thing with therapy, man, you know. It's just, I'm not saying physical therapy is a scam. I'm not saying that. It definitely helps a lot of people, absolutely. But it's just everything costs money. It's just the way it is, life, man. It's crazy. But there's a lot of people that be put down. Why didn't you get the help, man? You had you had options. Meanwhile, financially, that's taken away my options. Because let's say financially, I'm not doing good with money, and then now I got to throw more money just to try to, you know. So let's say somebody needs physical therapy, and they're financially they don't have money. Not much money. Let's say they just have enough to try to get better. Yippee, I can walk again. But now look at my bank account. That might just cripple me all over again. You know, I mean, shit. Cripple me mentally. I mean, it's just, these are all the things I'm just stating. And then a lot of people just keep saying, you're crazy. Stop thinking this way, man. Stop being a crybaby. Stop this. I ain't fucking crying, man. I'm just saying for what it is, you know. Yeah, it's just how I am. It's how I'm always going to be. It's just the truth must be told, you know. What's it going to solve? I'm not saying it's going to solve absolutely anything, but it's just something I like to be truthful about because people need to hear the truth, and that's what's therapeutic, man. That's what helps a lot of people feel less alone and shit, you know. You know, you get people, and it's funny because, you know, you get some of these idiots in the comments that like these NPC fools and stuff, and, you know, it happens. What could you do? You get people complaining, you know, stop being a crybaby, stop being this. I'm sick of people complaining about life. Well, vice versa. Us people are sick of assholes like you that don't understand what we see, that just don't understand the real truth. So it works fucking both ways. When you really think about it, it works both ways. You can't stand us type of people. And what do you think? We can stand you? We can't stand you motherfuckers either. You motherfuckers get on our nerves too. You know, because you're literally just feeding into the system. Now, I'm not saying don't work. You have to work. But people see nothing wrong with it. People see life as a beautiful thing when really, what's beautiful about it? That's one thing people can never answer. So many times I say, oh yeah, what's beautiful about life? Well, you get stupid people saying, you know, beautiful things of life, having kids, getting married. Yeah, bringing another poor soul into this world, making him go to school, suffer, possibly get bullied. Who knows if, God forbid, he may get kidnapped, shot with crazy things going on in today's society. Yeah, life's so beautiful today, man. Have a kid that you might just lose. You might just lose to some crazy maniac breaking into a school with a gun. Boom, 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 boom. Whoop, my son or daughter's dead. Yeah, life's a beautiful thing. Yeah. I'm not saying that's going to happen, but you just don't know. You don't know what. It's so unexpected. Life is unpredictable. You don't know what the hell's going to happen. But yeah, life's a beautiful thing. Let's cherish every moment we have. You know what I mean? We're literally just trying to hold our ground every moment we have, trying to make sure we're safe, I guess you could say, you know, like just surviving, trying to survive. It's like pulling teeth out each day. What's there to cherish? I feel like I'm pulling teeth out every day. Oh, tomorrow I'm going to have to pull this tooth out. This tooth, this teeth, teeth, whatever. Oh, now I'm gumless. Life, cherishing life. We're taking all my teeth out, baby. You know, what's there to cherish, really, man? It's like a fort. Like you're literally just trying to hold your ground, man. You know, like trying to just battle another day. That's how I look at it as. Literally just trying to battle another fucking day. One day we got over with, many more decades to battle, possibly, however old you are. The beautiful things of life. Being born, going to school, getting a job, going to college or getting a job, whatever the hell, going in debt, yippee-yi-yay, love it. You know, paying bills for the rest of my life. Well, now I'm starting to get, you know, pretty up there now. Now I'm starting to develop this problem with my body. Oh, now this health problem's acting up. Oh, now my arthritis. Now my hands shake more. I mean, oh, and then we die. That's probably the only beautiful thing of life is death. Knowing that this is all going to finally end someday. But sadly, just not soon enough out of most times, you know. That's probably the only beautiful thing I could say about this life is knowing that it's not forever. It's going to someday end, you know. But in the meantime, it's just, this is the shit we got to face every day. So let's cherish it, man. But man, to a lot of people right now, I'm being really negative. I'm being a crybaby. I'm being, you know, a depressed individual. No, man. Just see for what life is, man. Just open your eyes and actually, like, visualize of the surrounding you're in, man. There are people with good lives, and I wish everyone here a good life. We all deserve to have good lives. That's why life is so unfair, because not everybody has good lives. This is something I just always got to bring up, because it's just, I always got to bring up this statement because it's just so true. If everyone had good lives, then life, yeah, maybe could just be fair. But that's not the case. Not everyone's happy. Not everyone's feeling well mentally, physically, emotionally, whatever. This is what makes life unfair. Count your blessings that you have a good life, because there's other people that are suffering in pain every day that would rather be better if they just exited. And I'm not recommending suicide, but what I'm saying is it's just somebody in such a bad way that a lot of people are better off gone than just being here living. You know, a dog, a cat, whatever is in a bad situation, we put them down, we put them out of their misery. It should almost be the same way with us if we wish to be. It should absolutely be up to the person, though, you know. No one should be forced to live. No one should be forced to die. That's something I always love to bring up every time, because it's the truth, man. You know, we don't, you know, no one deserves to be murdered. No one deserves to die if they don't want to. I mean, we're all going to die someday regardless, you know, but you get what I'm trying to say. It shouldn't be a person's, I shouldn't kill someone. No one, you know, nobody should have the right to take somebody's life. That's basically what I'm trying to put that as. Just like nobody should be told what to do in life. If I want to do a certain thing, I should have every right to do so. Who are you to tell me I shouldn't become this, I shouldn't become that, you know. I think I'm going to wrap it up there, though, for now, guys. Anyway, I hope this video was useful. I do appreciate you for leaving the video recommendation. I will leave that in the video in the beginning. And yeah, we'll be making more soon, guys. I'm starting to feel a little better now. Actually, good news. I'm starting to get my taste back, my smell. Still a little congested. You know, I still blow my nose time to time. But definitely a lot better so far than I have been these last few days and last week. It was the worst. But anyway, guys, I am going to wrap it up for now. Love you all, man. Take it easy. And remember, I'm not charging you guys for watching these videos, like, you know. So if I'm giving some kind of, you know, advice, it's for free. I'm not paying, you know, I'm not charging you an arm and a leg to tell you to breathe or to do this or whatever. You get what I'm trying to say, like these stupid therapists do. But all right, session's over for now, guys. Love you all. Peace out. Take it easy.